there's a tiny video editing man in Photoshop. It's time for Ajazz Tech. Hello and welcome to Ajazz Tech. I'm your host, Alex Zarnowski. I'd like to remind you that Ajazz Tech is part of Ajazz Networks. Please be sure to visit AjazzNetworks.com for all of our latest shows and blogs, including Cinema Clash, The Salinor Show, and Internet Amazings. Adobe has launched a free public beta of Photoshop CS6. One of the biggest features getting buzz is the expanded video editing tool. This tool allows users to edit in a timeline while using Photoshop's filters. Imagine a world where you don't have to edit individual video frames, exporting them out of your favorite editing suite and over to Photoshop. Also, the content-aware system, which easily allows you to move photo subjects, has been much improved, as well as improvements to layers, cropping, and a brand new blur tool. Grab it while it's still free and in beta. Angry Birds Space has been released! The new game, set in space, uses gravitational pull from planets as an obstacle. It's very inventive. Updates to the bazillion-dollar franchise include new graphics, new birds, a space-age soundtrack, and so much more. It's worth the price of free on Google Play, $2.99 for the iPad in Retina, and 99 cents on the iPhone and iPod Touch. Grab it today and smash some pigs. Zynga, the monster online and in-your-pocket gaming studio, recently acquired OMGPOP's development house for $200 million. $180 million was for the acquisition and $30 million was for the employee retention payments. The app called Draw Something has been at the top of the App Store charts and is the game that your friends keep asking you to play. It's almost as annoying as the lovable Words with Friends when that was fresh on the street. You basically draw something on the screen, the interface captures your motions and sends it to your opponent, who then watches you try to draw pictures for coins. If you want more colors, you pay, and if you don't, the app remains free. It's very fun. It's been 1 week since my new iPad arrived, swaddled in an airtight box, and I'm pretty much in love with it. Especially after spending 2 years with an original iPad, I'm pleased to have moved onto something more robust. After only 1 week, new iPad owners are reporting a few issues. One being, it gets hot. The lower right-hand corner of the back of the iPad is where the beefy A5X processor resides. Reports have claimed the device getting as hot as 116 degrees under a full load. Apple responded to Heatgate, as it's now being called, reference to the iPhone 4's antenna gate, saying that the new iPad is running under normal operating temperatures. Another report which concerns me the most has something to do with power and charging. I noticed this myself on the first day I got my new iPad. When you turn up the brightness on the display all the way and have your iPad plugged in, the iPad fails to charge. It's super unfortunate since this is typically how I use my device when plugged in. Apparently, that Retina display draws too much power to both charge your device and run the display at full brightness. Also, there are reports that older smart covers are not working properly on the new iPad. Apple changed the internal polarity of one of the magnets near the power switch because the older gen covers, when held on the back of the device, would cause the iPad to turn off. All you have to do for a fix is visit an Apple store near you, and a kind genius will give you a brand new smart cover. Well, that's all for this episode of Ajazz Tech. Got Stitcher? We're on it, so get it. Stitcher is an award-winning provider of news talk and radio for your mobile phone. Stitcher Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio. You can find all of our podcasts, including Cinema Clash and The Salinor Show, at AjazzNetworks.com. Follow me at Twitter.com/AjazzTech and search for my name on Google+. You can email me at AjazzTech@gmail.com. You can find this show and more at Ajazz Networks. Originally different media for your personal taste.